Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. I am reading for March 24th through the 30th. We have so much stuff coming up. It's amazing, and there are so many rumors floating around. If you go on some of the other sites, there is so many things. Are they true? Are they not? I am not. I don't know. I think there's a bit of truth to a lot of these things going on. But let's talk about what's going on in the skies. Now, remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Also, too, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Jesus, and just say, give the people what they need to hear, and let it be truthful, let it be healing, and let it be powerful words. Now, we've got a bunch of stuff going on, but I will tell you what I'm going to be doing. Now, when I'm doing my regular readings, this is the overview, Samsung overview. Your Aries will be out tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. This is the overview, but these are the cards I use for the individual readings. Now, this is my, This is my Archangel Power Tarot cards. This is my Guardian Angel Tarot cards, both by Radleigh Valentine. I will also use my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies. I love these cards. Frances Monroe, Judy Mastrangelo. Also, too, and I wouldn't be using them if I didn't love them, right? Angel Gemstones, Oracle cards. These have a lot to, when I pull up a card like this, you may want to write it down because they give you little mantras to say, especially when we have moon phases going on. So Margaret Ann Lembo and Victoria Rose Martin. And then, of course, our Moonology Oracle cards. Yasmin Boland, artwork by Nyx Rowan. Okay, so those are the cards that I'm going to be using when I do my individual cards, my individual readings. So I do plan on getting those out by tomorrow if I am so blessed. Okay, and when I say that, sometimes it's even tonight, but I will be doing an overview reading, and this will be my Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. Again, this is Radleigh Valentine, and my Fairy Tarot cards. And again, Radleigh Valentine. Now, a couple of things we have going on. We have a full moon, and the full moon will have an eclipse. We are entering into eclipse season, and that has a lot of very powerful energies going on. So, and I'll talk about that too, but let's go through these cards. And I pulled out a whole bunch. I will only use probably this top card when I'm in the individual readings, but it seemed like they were telling a story. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So whatever's going on, remember, we have to keep our vibrations very elevated. And when I say that, it generally means that something, we might have some tower moments going on where we feel like everything's fallen apart. We have to keep focused. We have to look beyond, okay? Things will work out so much better than we even think. So a win-win outcome is forecast. Now, Libra and Aries are both cardinal signs. So Libra in itself is a cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. So there is a sense we need to be the ones to make some action here. We need to be the ones to speak up. We need to be the ones to keep our vibrations elevated. And when we come across people that are saying, oh, poor me, boo-hoo, I don't know what's going on, we're the ones that have to say, well, I can pray for you, or I'm going to just walk away because I don't want to be among your energies right now. You either bring your energies up to mine or even higher, or I need to walk away. Okay, so cardinal energy. Surrender to the divine when this is because of a full moon. Again, now, Libra in itself, I pulled these out. Libra in itself is in the South Node, and it tells us, don't let your past hold you back, okay? Remember, Libra in the South Node is trying to make sense of the past. So we're being reminded, don't let what's happened in the past keep us from going forward. Do not let fear is one of those tools of the devil, tries to keep you from your blessings. So don't let that happen. Don't let fear happen. Now, when I tell you this, I believe it's because something's going to happen where we may feel like we're not as in control. Well, we aren't as in control, but God is in control. Step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. Now, remember, Aries is also, is in that North Node, I think, until December of next year or something like that. So, this is telling us to step out of our comfort zone. And we have a full moon eclipse, which says conclusions are within reach. Things are going to be happening, but we may have to go through some stuff before we see the outcomes. Now, let me go on to my that site I like, because we want to talk about it. We are now in Aries season. We now have, not just yet when I'm posting this, but we will have passed the equinox, where there is the same amount of light, same amount of dark. We now have, we have March has entered into Pisces. Remember, Mars is the warrior planet. Mars loves to be more with Aries, and it will be going into Aries, just not yet, okay? So we have Venus also 15 degrees, 15, change, change, change. Venus is in Pisces, dreamy relationships, dreamy things happening all around, but it's sextiling, has a loose connection with Jupiter, also 15 degrees in Taurus. Jupiter is a very fortuitous sign. It's also in an earth sign, which is all about your money, your job, your career. So something very fortuitous is happening here, but Venus is in a dreamy sign, Pisces, water. Water, fluid, emotional, spiritual. So we have this emotionally spiritual relationship type of energy going on. And remember, Mars is now with Venus. Mars and Venus are like the it couple. They have to come together for a while. They recharge. They move on. But it's also connected with Jupiter. So relationships, deep energies, loosely connected with some very positive energies in our earth energies. However, we have that 15, 555, change, change, change. So relationships could be changing, money things could be changing. Not quite sure where we're going with this, because on the front of it, it should look fairly interesting times, but it's that 15 is what gets me. 15 is where, and this is the one that I do like in the Weight Rider. 15 is the Devil card, and the Devil card shows the couple losing their humanity. So this may be something where the humanity is being regained. Okay, so we have that. Then we come down here to the 25th of March, which is that full moon, again, eclipse moon. I think it's around, Eastern time. I think it's around 3 o'clock in the morning. It is trining, so that's a good connection, or it's a strong connection with Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is transformation energy, and having that in Aquarius. Aquarius is also about, this is all about social reform. This is about, just kind of like mind-blowing changes. So we have this full moon in Libra. Remember, South Node, what was I talking about? South Node, be bold, make the first move. Don't let your past hold you back. So it could be a very uncomfortably liberating moon for many, many people. The people that have been keeping their energies very high, you'll like grab onto it with a lasso. You'll be like, okay, I got this one. I want this one. Now we have it opposing, because it always will oppose Aries, because that's how this works. Remember that new moon, that the South Node. Remember the North Node. Be bold. Step out of your comfort. Don't let your past hold you back. And then we have it opposing Mercury. Now, remember, these are air signs. Libra and Aquarius are air signs, and that is all about making plans, thoughts, thinking things through. And, that Aquarius energy is, like I said, that's very rebellious, very transformational energy going on. Now, it's opposing Mercury in Aries. The thing about Mercury in Aries, and I'm going to go to my other thing here. Mercury in Aries is that Mercury is going retrograde, okay? in Aries on the 2nd. So we actually are in the shadow of retrograde. 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after it goes direct, there is a shadow. Mercury is like that, is the messenger, okay? Also about electronics, but very much messages. So we have let's go on and see what we have here. So we have the 28th, Venus, 20 degrees. We have the opposing, and that's on the 25th. Okay. Venus then on the 28th is sextiling, again, a looser connection, Uranus. Now 20 is the judgment card, is that new it's not necessarily a new beginning, but it's a reflection. What have we done with what we've done? And get ready to go on. It's also coming to terms, coming to peace. So we have Venus, again, the relationship energy. Pisces is kind of cloudy, so some of our relationships, we may not be seeing it correctly, but it's sextiling, again, a loose joining together. Uranus, expect the unexpected, again at that 20 degrees in Taurus. But then we have Mercury going retrograde, 27 degrees in Aries. So the 27 degrees, did you not see that? Oh my gosh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, you did see that. Here we go. I turned it off. So remember, Mercury, again, Mercury is going to be very fiery energy, very fiery communications, hearing things that may be just not what we've been wanting to hear, outing secrets, and again, we've got a lot of rumors going on right now. And also, too, just to remember, this is from the-astrologer.net. I always like to give, my sources with this. So we've got some interesting stuff happening even now. When Mercury goes retrograde, I look at that as very strong karmic energy, and there's a lot of things that have to be, righted. A lot of maybe wrongs have to be righted. A lot of secrets have to come out. And again, it's in Aries. So 2, it's about choices. We have a 7 degrees, which is a God source. This is where I call it the God umbrella. We have 2 plus 7 is a 9, and 9 is that hermit card where we need to connect with God source, and we got to get our head and spirit and everything on right. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff happening with this week. There's still a lot of preparation stuff going on. We will be going into into our next. So we have the full moon, the 25th. We have a new moon, again, the 19th, which is the sun card, a new moon in Aries. Now, I bring this up because on April 8th, so we have a 4-8, 2024, April 8th, we also have a solar eclipse, and it will be going over the United States. I mean, there's other places, but there will also be a crossover, which is really kind of interesting, where I looked at the North Node, step out of your comfort zone. Oh, we got to see this now. Hold on a second. I got to get out of here. Hold on one second. I thought this was very interesting when I looked at this. Come on, there we go. So we have step out of your comfort zone, the North Node, and here we have what looks like what's going to be going over the United States. And I did do a post about this. It's going to be in a southern city in Illinois. It's also known as Little Egypt. Like I said, I did a post on the community page. There is a lot of communication coming out about this. If you're on, which I find it fascinating. If you are on TikTok, which I am not, but through my various social medias, I came across a post by Auntie, lowercase, the lower thing, Coulette, and she did one where she referenced something from The Simpsons. It was fascinating, and it went along with a lot of the things that I think could be happening. Also, too, there was somebody on YouTube, Jim Staley, Staley. And again, you don't have to have the same belief systems. You do not have to be Christian to watch this. But there was something that happened a couple of weeks ago where I was looking through people talking about, I was on something where the people were talking about ascension energy. And they were talking about how people were going from the 3D to the 4D to the 5D, that there was going to be separations from Earth, that some people were going to be left in the lower vibrational energies, and other people will be going to the higher vibrational energies. And and again, not saying anything, but I just said, when I was hearing this, I was like, oh my goodness, the separation, regardless of your spiritual beliefs, they all kind of got together with what a lot of people are talking about with this eclipse. So not gonna put that out there, but I'm putting that out there. So if you want to take a look, it was Auntie Coulette, and it was Jim Staley, Staley. Either way, you don't have to agree with the spiritual ramifications on this, but I found it fascinating, and I've been hearing more and more about this. So want to share with you. Okay, so let's go back to the cards. Okay, we're going to take this one away. I am going to keep out a win-win outcome is forecast. I love that, because again, too, whatever you remember, we are not to be in fear. We are not to be in fear, and many of us were made for this time. I would say all of us were, but I know it's sometimes very scary to be made for that time. Okay, so just know you are here for a reason. You are connecting with me for a reason. Okay, we are connecting for a reason. So stay elevated. Stay elevated. No matter what happens, stay elevated. Okay, because there is, we should be, we are all warriors at this moment. Okay, here we are, and that could be very much, for me, I feel like it's a spiritual warrior. I want to also thank my lovely ladies that came in this week, Carmen, Brenda, and Marissa. Thank you so much for trusting me. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Oh, nope, that did not do. Okay. Higher power, Holy Spirit. What would you like to say? What is going on? What's going on here? We've got lots of interesting stuff. What is going on? What's going on? Help us to navigate. What do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whew. So much. And so many rumors are going on. And just remember, rumors are usually kind of that, it's kind of that 5 of swords or that 7 of swords. They're kind of like sneaky snake. Oh, look over here. Don't look over here. So it makes me always wonder when, and I love, I can be drawn into rumors just as the next, but I'm always like, when somebody's pulling you this way, what's going on over there? Okay, let's see what we have. First card, renewal. Renewal. So this is that judgment card I was telling you about. So we have Jeremiah, right? Yes, I always get this mixed up. We have renewal. We have the judgment card. We have a 20, 2 zeros. We have a 10, 10, transition. 2 is choices. 0 is God's source energy. Things are happening where where we're going to have to. This is about looking at everything that has brought us to this moment. And remember, I had pulled that North Node card and that South Node card. And you cannot let the past hold you back from your future, okay? You cannot let that happen. And again, you need to keep your vibrations extremely, extremely high. So something is happening during this time where we need to, I'm just looking, we have a family energy here. We have very handsome, we have a very handsome archangel here too. Just gotta say, one of the cards, oh, I kind of like this guy. Anyway, Anyway, this is about looking at the past, reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity out on your life purpose in your heart, you know what to do. So again, there's a lot of stepping up energy with this. There's a lot of get ready because, well, the next card would be the world. And when you come to the world, it's like you are ready for your next step. You've done everything you need to do. So this is kind of like that, like when I was doing my nursing care plans, you would have the, take the information, look at the information, come up with a nursing diagnosis, and then you would want to assess your, well, you make a plan and then you want to assess how your plan was actually working. And this is the assessment. This is, okay, is my plan working? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? So this is, again, and remember too, renewal is rebirth in many ways too. Okay, so next here, let's see. We have the Lover's card. We have the Lover's card. We have, this is a number, this is Raphael. Raphael is the angel, archangel with healing, okay? Very strong healing energies happening going on here. Now, let me see if I can get you in focus a little bit. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There, okay, maybe. This is also about choices. So there is healing energy. Healing can be anywhere from emotional, physical, spiritual, financial, wherever healing is needed. But it's also about choices. It's also about what do you choose to go, where do you choose to go? We have, we have the green energy. We have green, which is all about your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is one of those chakras that is kind of a connection between the physical and metaphysical. And we have some beautiful purple, which goes more towards that crown, though the crown could be very much clear also, but it's very elevated energy here. But there are some choices here, and it's like you're going to know what you need to do, okay? And I don't mean this is the world. This is the universe. It knows what needs to happen. It knows which path to go on. Okay, so while it's time to head in a new direction, clarity on your life purpose in your heart, you know what to do. The lovers give you that gives to the world the confirmation. The people, many people will know what needs to be done. Okay, and there is this sense of healing that is to come. So embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart, vibrant health, or recovery from an illness. And remember, I was telling you last time, when the earth is happy, the people of the earth are happy. When the earth is not happy, the people of the earth are not happy. I mean, there is a symbiotic connection. That's how we were made. Okay? Next card, I think this is reversed. The Knight of Water. The Knight of Water. So we have a court card, and in the court card we have the underlying energy with the Knight is actually fire energy. So it's your Aries, your Leo, your Sagittarius. Passionate, burning, very determined, and once it's set on its direction, it goes where it needs to go. However, the water energy is our Cancer, Scorpio, but it's also our Pisces, and we have, what do we have? We have Neptune and we have Saturn in Pisces, at least until, until 2025, I think. That's when they're going to move. Neptune's been there since 2012, I think. So we've got some rule keepers. We've got Neptune, which is the heart of what Pisces is all about. Water energy in itself is spiritual, it is fluid, it is romantic, it's very emotional energy. So there is the Knight of Water can bring a loving energy here, where there could be something, something that's going to open up your heart that much more. It's a romantic type of feeling. Now remember, Venus is still in Pisces, so there could be a dreamy connection. Again, I know that I said last week to wake up, but there could be, there could be a dreamy, the world is kind of in a dream state, is kind of in that state between, deep sleep and wake time. Okay. So the world needs to wake up a little bit more. But it's not, it could be also that we're staying, it's like our minds, our bodies, our thoughts, we can't quite handle what's going on all around us at this time. So we're kind of in this flux where we're like, you know what, I think I'm going to stay in this time period. I think I'm going to stay in this dimension. But remember, we are, all this stuff that's going on, we want to go more to that fourth and that fifth dimension, okay? The third dimension, from what people will say, is, or when we're talking about the earth splitting, the earth splitting, and it doesn't split per se, but there's changes. And again, this is according to the dimensional theories that are going out there. The people that stay in that third dimension will stay in a time of, I don't know, maybe what we just came out of. Okay, so it's just a very interesting time. But I do like him a little bit because he is rushing. His water, his cup is kind of splashing, but he looks very confident at the same time. But he is also rushing into something, and he's still keeping his eye on the cup, does not have a saddle. So again, I do feel there's a lot of confidence with this Knight of Water. Romantic, flirtatious, introspection. Fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship. And remember, we've got that full moon coming, so that, in Libra, which wants to bring that balance back. Situations or topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. So it's kind of like, in some ways, it's like we, and I don't know, maybe we're having some choices. We can review the past. Maybe the world is coming to this point where we're going to look at everything that's gone on, and we're going to then kind of say, okay, it's time for this new direction, or we're going to stay in this dreamy Venus in Venus in Pisces. I really don't want to deal with anything that's too real. But the Lovers is telling us to make a choice, and to embrace what is true, okay? Embrace what is true. So, I don't know, interesting as always, but let's go on to see what do we have here. Okay, and that one just flipped. Now, it is reversed again. This is what would be the Page of Air, Page of Swords. This is the Princess of Winter. Now, underlying energy for the pages or for these princesses is your earth energy. It is your Taurus, your Virgo, your Capricorn. So it's job, money. It's the reality of the world. But the air energy in itself is our Aquarius, our Gemini. It's our Libra again. It's thinking things out. It's like, okay, what am I really going to be doing in this world? The Princess of Winter, she is seeing things. Again, I kind of feel like she's moving more towards this renewal and the Lovers. She's not necessarily wanting to ride ahead with this, with the Knight. I feel like the Knight has unrealistic expectations. It's like, I'm going to keep this water, while I go running through the water. So the Princess of Winter, she does face her challenges. She does, we got a tiger there. How beautiful. She is inquisitive, truthful, but she's realistic. She is undiplomatic. She says what needs to be said. So again, when I say you, I'm really talking about the energies around us. The world is going to be kind of like witch slapping. There could be some witch slapping during this time, and not nothing against my witches. It just rhymes with the other word I want to say. Anyway, so it could be kind of like we're gonna make sure that everybody sees and hears what needs to be seen and heard. Okay. Anyway, information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speak the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult. Now, also that's very, very interesting because that refers to our star seeds. People that are, that have come, that have incarnated into this timeline or into this time to help the world through its transformation. So we got some interesting stuff, of course. We are starting the eclipse season. Again, April, I would suggest, what is it again? Auntie Coulette. She's on TikTok. Also, Staley, whatever his name is, Jim Staley. You don't have to have the same belief system. It's not that. I found the information fascinating, just fascinating. And I felt that it resonated quite a bit too. Both of them did. Always interesting. And it also lined up with a lot of this ascension stuff. So we're having a lot of solar energies going on right now. We've got a lot of shell games going on. Look here, don't look there. We also have 4 planets. I'm sorry, we have 4 signs with planets, so we have 8 signs without planets. The ones with planets are Aquarius. So what do we have there? We have Pluto in Aquarius. We have Pisces. So we have Saturn, Neptune, Venus, and Mars. We then have Aries. We have Mercury in Aries. And do I have anything else? Oh, I don't remember. But then we have Taurus, and Taurus has Uranus and Jupiter. So we are very heavy. Now we have, we have an air sign, we have a water sign, we have a fire sign, and we do have an earth sign. So there is a lot of good balance there, but it is kind of heavy towards this type. All of our planets are going direct, but I told you that pretty soon, sometime in April, 4th, 5th, Mercury will be going or appearing to go retrograde. That's how that does that. And we are in that that shadow right now. So things are getting real. Things are getting real. Okay, so let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought. Remember, this is for for the bigger picture. We still have to live our lives. We still have to do what we need to do. Okay. So do me a favor, again, because this helps. It really, really helps. Share this video. There's lots of stuff in this video. Please share. And also do the like, the sharing, what do I want to do? Hitting the bell, all of the stuff. Subscribe. Do it all. If you're watching me on Rumble, do the same thing for Rumble. Now, take a deep breath. We get through this, and, we will get through this. It's going to be interesting. We're on a roller coaster right now. And we might be kind of coming, we might be in that thing where we're going up the hill. So anyway, always remember, and this is very true, and I think I've said this on all of my videos. Remember, know that you are loved. And I'm not just talking from me. I'm talking about God, Source. You are here for a reason. Stay shining. Keep your vibrations elevated. Don't let anyone dim your light. And be blessed, because you are a blessing. Anyway, I will be doing my other videos and probably getting those out tomorrow. You take care. Bye-bye.